Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sheared podcast. I'm your host, Austin Creed. I want to welcome you into the show. So, my friends, we're going to probably rub some people the wrong way today. And it's not my intention to just offend people for no reason. In fact, there's a very good reason for why this show is very necessary. If you are a religious person, if you grew up in the church, if you've been to church, maybe your parents went to church, grandparents, whoever, you might have a certain perspective on relationships that most people don't have. In fact, there's this whole kind of mini language called Christianese that I was taught as a kid that's just saying all the right things. It's using the right answers to kind of virtue signal and to avoid the real issues while being polite and nice and whatnot. And you know what? I'm not gonna do that. In fact, I can't do it. I have this problem called being blunt. I'm sorry. It's one of those things that it's just a problem that I have. I don't call it a problem, but other people say it rubs them the wrong way. They don't like it. Well, guess what? We're talking today. I've done a lot of relationship research, both personal, both professional, and we're going to discuss what I call the washed woman. And now, who is this washed woman? Well, the washed woman is, and stop me if you've heard this before, she's probably 25 to 30. She's never really been to church before, but all of a sudden she shows up at your church and she's probably invited up, or she gets very involved very quickly, and then she wants to say how, you know what, I'm just so happy that everybody here is so welcoming. I've made mistakes before, but I've been redeemed by the blood of the Lamb, and I'm here and I'm saved, and hallelujah, and God bless you, and all this stuff, and honey bunches and honey cakes and all that. And you might think this has a certain racial connotation to it. You're wrong. This goes across every race, every creed, and everywhere else. This is not just one demographic of woman, okay? Does this sound familiar? She kind of shows up out of nowhere. Maybe she's got a dark past that she hints at but doesn't really go into detail about. And then your pastor gets up and they talk about how God can save everybody and anybody. And we want to welcome our new sister into the brotherhood. And we want to make them feel welcome. And, she's been embraced in God's forgiveness. And we're going to be here. We're going to help her with this new life. Well, you might be saying, well, what is this old life she had? Well, I would like to show you something that maybe might catch your eye a little bit and might make you question some of the things you've been told, okay? I would like to present this. Oh, yes, your eyes are not deceiving you. There are quite a bit of prawn stars that go from being adult actors to suddenly they're born again. Suddenly they found Christ. Suddenly they found church. And don't you dare hold their past against them, because then you'd be a bigot. Then you'd be a bad person. We all know that God forgives everybody. And so how dare you hold people accountable, because that's not nice. So we're going to look at a couple examples of exactly what the washed woman is. Okay? Most of these people I actually haven't heard of before because I don't really keep track of people's names. I'm not saying I've never consumed pornography, because prawn I've consumed before. But I don't remember people by name because I don't care about that stuff. If you know any of these people, please let me know. I have no idea who these people are. Nadia Styles. I don't know who this woman is. What is her story? After several years in the adult industry, good code word right there in case you were wondering. Let's see. Joined the adult industry at age 19. Ooh boy, that's real good. Very nice. Let me see here. Stepped out of the industry in 2009 and was baptized in 2010. Wow, what a quick turnaround that is. At age 28. So, anybody, okay, I realize it's just one person so far, but you want to know something? If you ever hear a story about a woman who gets in the adult industry at young and then wants to get out just before or just after 30 because she realizes she's running out of time. She realizes that, hey, I gotta find me a good man. I've been out here getting my back blown out by Chad, Giga Chad, Tyrone, Pookie, Ray Ray, Sugar Daddy, everybody. And now I need to find a Forrest Gump dude. I need to find a guy who's been grinding. A guy who's a good man, who's gonna treat me the way I deserve to be treated because I saw it on the internet, so it has to be true. And let's see what happened after that. She started living a regular life with a regular job. Oh boy, look. Now she's with the normies. Oh, wonderful. Okay. However, an expensive lifestyle that she had lived led her to go to the industry. Yo, oh man. Hey, did anybody else see that story a while ago where there was this woman who was a prawn star and then she became a pastor and then she went back to the streets because people were judging her? Hey, yo, man, I'm telling you, I don't make this up. This is apparently a real story. So, oh, now she's working on an actual whorehouse. This is not me calling her names. This is what it says in the article. A legal whorehouse, probably out Bunny Ranch. I think that's in Nevada. I think Nevada is the only state that allows for illegal prostitution. Oh, wonderful. Okay. Um. Oh no, no, no! You're pulling my leg. Stop. Stop. You're pulling my. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? After a brief stint at her new job, she realized she made a mistake. Then cried back to God. Oh, oh, oh no. Oh no. Oh God, please, no. Oh no. Yo, okay, I have not read all this. Dude, does this not prove my point that so many women out here will do this crap? Not exactly like this woman, but this is what I'm talking about. And we'll explore a video later of the problem, okay? But this is a symptom of the problem, okay? Um, she said, God gave an answer to my prayer, then. What is it with women and when they suddenly want to dodge accountability for all? Look, I'm not telling you what the hell to do. You want to go out there and you want to be a skeezer. You want to ride on the Rooster roller coaster. That's what I call it over here. You might know it as the CC, the carousel. I call it the Rooster roller coaster. Okay. Uh, what is it when a woman wants to get off the roller coaster riding different men's roosters? Pause. Why is it that all of a sudden they find God? Where was God when they were 19? Where was God when they were jumping on different man's Johnsons? Where was God when they were in their prime? Answer: nowhere to be found. But all of a sudden, when the bill come due with your body's going out, your finances are drying up, the attention's starting to wane, all of a sudden they want to come out here and they want to say, oh, but I found God now. So not only do you have to totally ignore my past, you have an obligation to invest in me because all of a sudden I know the right thing to do. Well, where was the right thing when you were 19? Nowhere, apparently. Apparently it was nowhere to be found because, according to the story, she, went from being hey, look, if you want to be someone who's a professional like that, go ahead. I don't care what you do, but don't show up at my church with your crybaby story about how you were exploited and used and abused, and I don't want to hear that garbage because I'm going to call you out. And all the congregation's going to look at me and be like, who's this guy? Who's this dude holding women accountable? We can't have that. He holds the men accountable, we like that, but when he holds the women accountable, oh no, no, we can't have that. That's bad. Bro, just don't choose a lane and stay in that lane. Don't try to merge into my lane and try to say, oh, by the way, now I'm redeemed and I'm born again and I'm this and I'm that. No, stop it. Stop it. No. No. I don't. Look, it's one thing to say, hey, you know, I'm religious now, blah, 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 blah. It's another thing to literally wear it as a shield from all criticism. No, I'm not gonna say that. That's probably gonna get me banned off the internet. I don't want to do that. We're not gonna take it that far yet. Uh, I don't even know who's this person. I don't even know who this person is. Who's this? Uh, oh boy. Oh, this is a real good story. 7 years in the industry, up to 3 times a day. Oh man, y'all can't even get a date out here. And this woman was taking pipe 3 days out, 3 times a day from probably 3 different men. Oh man. And then they want to come to you, and when they're 30 years old, talking about how they born again. Oh my goodness. It says her life fell off the rails when she descended into alcohol, drugs, and depression. I wonder why. It's almost like your life choices played a role in that. Wow, crazy. I can't believe it. Uh, she got exposed to the really religious zealot people. Okay, great. Oh! Now she chose God over her career. How old was she when she did that? Oh, they don't say. Well, that's convenient, isn't it? I guarantee you, she was probably around the age of 30. Or 20, 25 to 30, probably. Would be my guess. Let's do one more. I don't know who this woman is either. Let's see. What's her story? At the top of her game, this woman was featured in more than 100 films. Oh boy, earning £250,000 a year. See, this is another part of the problem that people don't talk about. These women make mad dough. Okay, let's pause for a second. Let's pause for a second. You know how much money these women make in the industry? They're not poor, dude. They might be broke, okay, because they spend all the money. They're not broke. These women make mad dough. They make mad money, okay? So another part of the problem is when you're, whether it's scripting or doing prawn or whatever, these, or OnlyFans or whatever, these people make dough out the wazoo. They make fast money, okay? And so another part of the problem is when they want to transition out of this lifestyle and merge into a new lane, they have to adjust to making what the 9 to 5 person makes. They have to adjust to what the average person does. And they can't make that adjustment. On top of the attention being gone, their money is now becoming harder to come by. That's a whole nother element. These women you see on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok and Snapchat who they talk about how they own their own business, they got mad money, all these dudes are dusty and broke. They're saying that when they're making this fastball money. Okay? This would be equivalent of you hitting the crypto 1000x lottery. Okay? But that's what happens for these women. And then they want to adjust back to the regular life and they can't do it. They can't do it. Not only do they not get to take pipe from whoever the hell they want, they now have to take regular money from a regular dude. Regular pipe, regular money, all that stuff. And I don't blame them for it being difficult. That's like you going from driving a really nice Lambo and living in a mansion to downgrading to a Mazda and living in a roach apartment. Okay, you might buck a little bit, so I don't blame them for doing it. But they make it sound like they're the victim. They're a victim of their own choices. Okay, they make their choices, and you make your bed, you lie in it, as the saying goes. So don't be out here feeling bad for these people. They make their choice, and accountability comes due, just like your rent comes due. And when the time comes, guess what? You gotta take the dose of reality, and that's just the way it is for them. But you know what we're gonna do now is we're gonna transition over to this video, and I'm gonna fair use this video because I want to highlight another dimension of this problem. Okay, we discussed the washed women when it comes to they want to merge into the religion lane, wearing the religion as a shield against all accountability. But now we're going to jump into the other side of this aisle, which is the when they come into your church and what your pastor is going to sound like. Okay? You ready for this? All right. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to use this video. Fair use. Here we go.
Well, we about to start a series that's about to be awesome. I think this is one of those things that God wanted to happen in this timing. Talking about
By the
relationship.
by the way, I don't know this guy. I've never really consumed his content as a pastor before. But what I will say is, um, just out the gate, he looks like a guy who used to be a Tyrone, a guy that had no problem getting women, a guy that had natural charisma. Women were naturally drawn to this man. Okay, he probably found religion through later maybe in his life. I don't think this dude was raised as a Christian. I could be wrong. I don't know this guy. This is me just judging based off immediately what I'm perceiving from this guy. But this is going to be interesting because like this he's a lead pastor. He looks kind of on the young side, like 30 maybe, but let's see what he says.
And we titled this message Relationship Goals because we know that's something that is in popular culture, and we see different things, all the pictures that we saw earlier. People say, oh, that's the kind of relationship that I want, and that's what I want for my life.
Okay, if anybody who's not used, I hate to pause it so much. If you want to see the completely unstopped video, you can go and watch it on his channel. But if you're not used to pastors talking, this is how they normally talk. They don't get straight to the point. They like to kind of go all over the place, okay? So if you're not used to that, I'm sorry. You're gonna feel if you're anything like me and you like people to just get to the point and you don't like it when they're just like hemming and hawing and dancing around the issue, you're like, just say it! Stop going around the issue. Well, I'm sorry, but that's how pastors work. It's kind of like infuriating, but let's keep going.
Life eventually and all these things. So I thought it would be appropriate for us to do a series about relationship goals. And we're going to start from the beginning and we're going to go all the way through this thing. You do not want to miss the next 6 weeks. Because this series, we're going to talk so real. Some stuff has not been said in a church you've ever been in before.
I highly doubt that. I guarantee you this is going to be about the same as everything that I've heard before, with maybe a little bit of your own personal twist, but it's going to be probably about the same. Okay? Do not expect anything bombastic or crazy to be said or anything based or anything. Probably not happening.
But we're going to say that right here. Because I really do believe that relationships are being defined more by pop culture and what the world says.
Oh. Oh, you mean like human biology? Is that what you're talking about, sir? Human biology? You mean Hold on a second. You mean to tell me that pop culture when I was defining relationships? No, you mean like human biology? You see, this is one thing that really got to me when I was younger. Is for those of you who didn't take a biology class in 8th grade or don't understand humans, human men especially, human women as well, but human men especially, we're not programmed for monogamy. Okay, monogamy is a social construct that benefits mostly the government, and it helps keep men outside of other men, and to it helps to control and domesticate most men. Because a man without a piece of punani is a dangerous man. He is likely to take more risks and whatnot, but women tend to domesticate the man, the old Beauty and the Beast type story. Okay, so when he talks about popular culture and whatnot defining relationships, if he's talking about the rainbow community, maybe I get what he's talking about. But if he's talking about just mainstream like biology, no, that's just inherent in the human condition. So I hope that's not what he's talking about. But let's get back to the video.
Than what the Word of God says. And because many people don't teach it with balance and with understanding and with wisdom, it just seems more easy to go with what everybody else is doing. But I really do believe that God is going to give wisdom and revelation through this series, and I am ready for us to start being an example of what relationships should look like.
Oh, 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 he did not just say that. See, this is the problem. Hold on, stop. That is the problem right there. He hit the nail on the head for the problem, what it should be. I don't care what it should be. I want to know what it is. That's why I wrote this book right here, Biblical Bachelor. The reason I wrote this book is because I'm telling you what the world actually, what happens to you. I don't care about what this shoulda, woulda, coulda, a woman should do this, real men should do that. That's stupid. Stupid. That's not how the world actually operates. Stupid. You could talk till your mouth doesn't work, till your tongue is tired about, well, people should do this, and and people should do that, and this, that. No! No! I don't care what it should be. I care about what it actually is. Let's talk about what women actually do in relationships. How she's not yours, it's just your turn. Where's that conversation? Where's the conversation of when men are young, they ain't getting jack unless they're Chad or Tyrone. They're not getting anything. Why? Because they don't have money. Because they're goofy. Because they didn't hit the genetic lottery. Where's that conversation? Where's the conversation of, oh, well, if you're a nice guy, you finish last if you even finish at all, because niceness is seen as weakness to women. Now, they'll tell you I'm lying about that, but then I want you to ask this question. Let me see a picture of your last boyfriend. Oh, he was good looking? Oh, he was muscular? Oh, and he just so happened to be nice? Yeah, you see, there's prerequisites to this. That's like going to a job interview, and the job interview says, you have to have X, Y, and Z quality. Oh, but to even be considered for this job, you need to have a college degree, 3 years work experience, blah, blah, blah. They won't tell you that part, though. That's in the fine print. Same thing works in relationships. So when they talk about what relationships should be, it's garbage. This is the problem right here. This is why relationships are not working, because they're telling you what it should be instead of telling you what it actually is. Let's go. I want him to say that one more time. Say that again, sir.
I'm going to give wisdom and revelation through this series, and I am ready for us to start being an example of what relationships should look like.
Oh my, did you hear that? Did you hear that? A woman? You know why she said that? She probably a single mother. She probably has not found the man of her dreams. She's probably divorced a guy. He's probably paying child support. You know, hold on, hold on. I want to stop this video right now, and I want to show you something, okay? Out of pure curiosity, I looked at the comment section of this video because I figured it'd be juicy, and I was right. Look at this shit. Look at this. Woman, 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 woman. Oh, there's one gump in here. Great. Woman. Couple, woman. Man, woman, 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 woman. You see how many women are in this chat, dude? Look at all this. Look at all these women in this chat. Talking about how, oh, good job, Mr. Gump. Yeah, good job. Good job, simp. Yeah, tell these men to keep simping for us after we have had our fun on the Rooster Rollercoaster, and we want good men to wife us up and give us children so we can divorce them, statistically. And if you want to tell me I'm lying, go look up the statistics. 80% of women are the ones who file for divorces. And the divorce rate's about, they normally say 50 to 60. That's rubbish. It's higher. But look at this. Women. What is a woman saying? I have been hurt to the point that I've told God that I'm okay being alone and that I want to be alone. Just let me have a pet and I'll be fine. The cat. This is why so many men on the side of the internet talk about the women with their boxed wine and their cats. This is a woman. But I believe God is a man of his word and is true to loving God. See, these people want to live debaucherous lives. Then they want to find them. They'll believe God will send them a man because they're just that important. God's out here just throwing out dream dudes down to garbage disposal. Ma'am, I want to explain something to you, and I'm not just being mean to this person in particular. I'm saying this as a general rebuttal to this statement. If you want me, or a guy like me who grew up in the church, who understands what is actually happening out here, if you expect me to tell men to date you, you're mistaken. You're not dating material. These women want to use God as a shield from all accountability. And then they'll be out here on the carousel, they'll be out here on the Rooster Rollercoaster, jumping on from dude to dude to dude to dude, and then they want to suddenly raise the price on their vagina for you, the goofy ass guy, who now has to pay top dollar. Let's keep going. A lot of these don't have profile pictures either. Woman. Woman again. Women. Woman. 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 You get the picture. See how many women are in this comment section? This video has how many views? And they got talking about God. This 10 million views. 8,000 comments, almost 9,000 comments, and almost all these are from women. But I'm crazy, right? But I'm wrong, right? I don't know what I'm talking about, right? Oh my goodness. Bro, this is terrible. This is terrible. But yet they'd have you gump for these women. Oh, doesn't matter. God can change a heart. Yeah, don't worry about it. Wife her up even though she has more bodies than both your parents' ages combined. Cause so what? She means well. She's been taken advantage of. How dare you hold her accountable? Even though I believe in equality, I want all the perks of being a woman with no accountability. Because I'm young and I'm dumb and I don't know anything. That's a lie, by the way. Women are very smart. They're very crafty. If you believe women to be dumb, you are really setting yourself up to get exploited, bro. Oh man. Let me tell you something. If you disagree with anything that I've said today, you're the problem. And you know it. Because the only thing you're going to come at me with is emotional garbage, emotional manipulation. You're not going to come at me with facts. I welcome the challenge. Hit up my comment section or go over to my Twitter page at Sheared if you want right now. Hit my DMs up, they're open. Debate me if you want. But you know that I'm right. And this is why I don't think that men should be getting married in the church. No, not until pastors can call this crap out and will teach the men what I'm telling you to teach them. Teach them about women, the real nature of the woman. Teach them about how they're hypergamous, how men need to get better, and how they need to boss up, and how they need to exercise their options, because women do it every second of every day. Tell them this stuff, and stop being a coward. Stop being a craven loser who sits on the pulpit and preaches what everything that should be this and should be that. No, teach them what's actually happening, sir. Don't give them this rubbish. Don't give them this garbage about how it can be and shoulda, woulda, coulda. Stop it. Stop it, because you're sending them right down to the highway to hell, and it's your fault. And I'm sick of it. Stop it. You are telling these men to simp and gump and be a complete and utter nice guy, having no capability to be a strong man. Nothing. And I am sick of it. And I'm calling it out. That's why I wrote this book. Not to get rich, but to call out these lying pastors, calling out these theologians and these women who manipulate the men in the church to be gumps and losers. I'm sick of it. So if you want to know how what I recommend, you want to go your own way, you want to stop being a guppy in a fish tank, pick up my book. It's in the comment section and it's in the description. I laid it all out on the line. My friends, stay vigilant, stay informed, and question everything, and stop believing what these gums are telling you all the time. I'm sick of it. Are you? I'm out of here. Peace.